Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that. I got shot also. See that right there?
Oh my God.
Yeah, brother. I got shot 3 times.
But what I'm trying to say is that I knew that my life could have ended any given day, any given night, but it didn't happen.
Fabrizio was always a tough kid. He was a tough kid. He had a nice punch. If he hit you, he would knock you the fuck out.
Your show, people are interested in your show. They look at you regardless. Remember I always said who was going to make it? You and him. You prospered exactly what I knew you were going to do.
Then I also think there was part of it where like that feeling that you had after watching that show, like the second it ended and it went to black, and that panic was like, that's what Tony had to deal with every single day.
In the Soprano family, we welcomed everyone, no matter what you did, even if you had one line or one word.
You know, and Lucky Luciano's buried like behind my house in the cemetery.
Nah, bro, you already successful because you overcame a lot of obstacles in life, my brother. Because me and you, we could have easily been back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? When times got hard, fuck no. Because guess what? Upstate, they leave the lights on for you. Feel me?
Streets, that's how I know him. The llamas or the llamas or the llamas green. I still ain't seen no green. The color of his color green. You know what I'm saying? This is my dude, FBS, all day. Don't get it fucked up, twisted. Nothing fake about it.
You're the king of Mark 2, so let them keep on coming at you. The more they hate you, the more successful you're gonna be.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful day out today. I was out all fucking day. I was out having fun, enjoying myself. Washed the car, did some other things, came home, ate something real quick, and here I am, ready to go. I'm getting messages about something. Okay. Is it true that Mikey Scars and OC Shorts are fighting? Interesting. Let's see here. Sally, Saxon, Sven Larson, Miss Can't Be Wrong, South Philly Tony, Ward, Dave. Let's see who else. Jesse Roth, Edward Everett, Joseph Montanaro, Psycho, Chris Parks, S. Frank, and Michael Hensley. We love you too. Good to see all you wonderful people today. It is. I'm in one of those moods, you know. I slept real good, too good actually. I slept a little late till about noon. That makes me sick. I hate doing that, but I did. And I woke up full of energy, you know, and I spent the day outside, which is my favorite thing to do, you know. So we could talk about whatever you guys want today. You pick the fucking topic. What did I think about Muscle's show last night at FBS, bro? I wish I could say I saw it. I mean, I saw like 20 minutes of it, maybe. What was revealed exactly? When I clicked on, he was showing the thing about MRE's computer being searched. But wasn't there supposed to be some new information revealed? What happened? Plus, I think OC interviewed Sammy the Bull and things were said. Oh, interesting beef. Huh? I told you guys, listen, doesn't matter who you are on here. It's always going to come down to drama. That's what every channel will wind up being about, fighting. You know, I mean, Mikey Scars and Sammy already went at it for a while, huh? Let me change these. Put the newer pair of the same exact glasses on. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the newer ones. I watched about 30 minutes and fell asleep. Yeah, fill me in if there was any new information. I was watching it for that reason, but it's hard for me to watch those shows now, Chicago shows, because Shanna, works nights damn near every night. And she gets up for a little while, just so we could spend some time together before she goes. So she gets up maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I'm kind of focused on her, you know what I mean? So I don't really get to watch a Chicago show that much anymore. Apparently MRE is the neighborhood weirdo too. That I knew about. I actually have information about that I've never told you guys because I wasn't told that I can. But yeah, he's known as that. He's known as a strange character, I guess you could say. I got to watch what I say, but it's not my business to tell. But yeah, 4 incidents of him messing with his mice. Is this supposed to say niece? Over a period of 11 years. 4 incidents with the niece. So we only knew about 2 before. So Chicago told us about 2 more. Much as I hate to ask details on that, I'm going to. Like, how old was she the 3rd and 4th time? Was it in the same period of time or what? And how do we know this? There you go. That's right. And guys, by the way, I know you get the speech every fucking day about the donations. I have no choice but to give you that speech because I'm not making any money. But I don't think Tom Sheehy's going to be around for a while. It's not my business to say why, but just everybody send him positive thoughts or prayers if you believe in praying. Good man going through a tough time. So he's not around, so I know you guys have gotten used to Tom carrying the show financially, but I don't think he's going to be around for a while. So if you guys can help make up for it, it would be great. He's an odd duck. He is. He's an odd fuck. FBS, have you seen Kurt Franz lately? No, man. The funny thing about Kurt Franz is after he helped us expose MRE, he stuck around. If you remember, he was in the chats and stuff for a long time. Then he just disappeared. I haven't gotten an email from him, nothing. I guess he just wanted to help us out, do some good work, help expose a neo-Nazi. And then he was done. Esper niece, sorry. Muscle had paperwork for it all. That's disgusting. Michael Hensley, $9.99. I'm in a mood as well. Match or it's this. Thank you, Michael Hensley. $9.99. As you guys know, he is one of the biggest sponsors of this show, so please match, like he says. Did I already read that? I hope not. Plus, I got my ringer on here, so Cash Apps, Venmos, PayPals, I will get a notification. Let me see. What is there any more details you can give me about what happened with MRE and his niece other than the 2 times we know about? Was just watching your video you made about Anthony Ormundi. You mean Anthony Raymundi? Yeah. Which one? The debate between me and him? Thank you for watching, Jacob. It was a long time ago. I might get back into some Raymundi stuff just for fun because those videos, they never stop getting views. Never. I've been getting views on all my Raymundi videos for 3.5 years now. Crazy. Miss Campione said her poor Cash App is crying. Mine too. My Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo are starving. They have nothing in them. They're on empty. Dave, $10 for matched Michael. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I saw on Facebook Tom recently had a good friend pass away. Okay, so it's out there. All right, so I didn't want to, you know what I mean? I don't know who knows what and who doesn't, so I don't want to say anything that's somebody else's business, but yeah, I'm thinking about him. He's in my thoughts. I feel bad. I feel terrible. I know what that's like. So, I don't know. What can I say? It's a sad situation, but I'm sure he's going to probably take some time away. So, if you guys, have any way of getting a hold of him or something, obviously we don't want to bother him, but maybe send him some kind words or something, you know. A really good man. I hate to see him go through stuff like that. Yeah, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Restraining order was extended until she was 18. Wow, really? Holy shit. Till she was 18. No, Weon? No, Weon hasn't been around. Maybe he'll pop up on this show. The judge kept extending the RO. Motherfucker. Do we? I mean, I guess it's not that important, but do we know ages? Like how long this went on that he was doing this to her? Oh God, MRE! I swear to God, how the fuck is it that people like you get to walk the earth with the rest of us? How is that fucking possible? Oh my God! Such a fucking scumbag. How could you hurt a little girl like that? Not just a little girl. Your fucking blood. How could you do that to somebody? I mean, yeah, MRE, you fucking talked all that shit in the beginning, like you get weird about sex talk and sexual situations and stuff. Meanwhile, you're a fucking absolute pervert. You're a sick fucking bastard. It's so disgusting. I get tired of talking about this guy. That's all anybody does anymore is talk about MRE. I am so fucking tired of it. I mean, I exposed, pretty much everything on him. At least, his, as far as his personal information and stuff a long time ago. Not personal information, but you know what I mean. We found out who he was. He was a neo-Nazi. We found out some other stuff about his record and shit. We found out about the gun case. We found out about all this stuff. It was so long ago. And even though there's new stuff popping up, I just get so fucking tired of talking about them because we've been talking about the same fucking people for years. For years. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even understand why anybody watches anymore. But when things like this come out, and I mean, it's not like it's a huge shock. I mean, we already found out he touched her twice. You can't not talk about it, really. You can't not, because it's like, and the worst part is the people who defend him, or the fact that there are people who defend him. It's shocking. It's shocking. And these are the people, I want you to remember, these are the people who carry themselves like and portray themselves as the good people. Everybody else is a lowlife, especially me, according to them. Meanwhile, there's nothing like this in my past. You'll never find a charge of me, hitting a woman or forget about what MRE was up to. None of that stuff. I sold some drugs, lots of drugs for a long time, but still, that's it. And that's not great. And I'm not proud of that. But I'm the bad guy, and you got this guy running around, and all the people who are saying that I'm such a horrible person, not just me, others too. They say that about certain people. They are, what was I saying? They're all part of the same crew, I guess. They're all with MRE. The people that claim that I and a couple of other people are so fucking horrible, they're all friends with MRE, and they all have this information just like we do. They all have it. It's not like they're unaware. And they'll sit there on Angel's show and just discuss it. Like, this is so much like politics. It's like Trump. I told you, Trump can do anything. It doesn't matter what it is, how horrible. And his supporters will either deny that it happened, or they will defend him, or they will just put a positive spin on it. It's the same thing here. I've never seen anything like this. how much does MRE have to do? What do you have to find out? I'm talking to, MRE supporters. What would you have to find out for you to say, okay, enough is enough? Like if he did that to a child in front of you, would that be enough? Or would you just not believe your lying eyes? And they want to be known as the good guys, but you defend and support this animal. I don't even give a fuck. He's a rat. Forget that. Who cares? So what? Probably put some bad white supremacists away. Good. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. And forget that he's, well, we won't get into that, but just the fact that he's a diddler and a neo-Nazi. I mean, those two things. I mean, I won't even get into how fucked up it is that some of the people that defend him when it comes to him being a neo-Nazi or the accusation of him being a neo-Nazi are black. There's also, I mean, like let's take one woman's case. She's black and she doesn't believe MRE is a neo-Nazi or she's not bothered by it. She's also a Trump supporter. She's a black lady. So, I mean, that could be expected. But I don't understand. I don't understand the people who are demonized here and the people who aren't. And the people who aren't are the demons. They really are. They're the horrible, disgusting, despicable individuals. I mean, a chomo? What the fuck, man? I told you guys, listen, if I was close to somebody, I could be my best friend, and he was accused of that. Now, I'm not talking about some crazy situation where it just sounds impossible. A situation where it's very likely that, or at least a situation where he had the opportunity to do it. Like if it's a little girl he's around all the time, something like that, maybe a stepdaughter, so, whatever. If they get accused of that, I'm not going to sit around and wait for proof that he didn't do it. I'm done until I find proof. Or wait, how do I say this? Oh, yeah, I got confused. I'm not going to sit around and wait for proof that he did it. You know what I mean? It's proof that he's guilty of it before I say, see ya. You're going to have to prove to me that you didn't. And until then, we ain't friends no fucking more. Just the accusation alone. I got a fucking brain. I could say to myself, wait a minute, who's accusing him? How often is he around this child? Is he alone around her a lot? Has he been showing any signs of, I don't know. Has he been displaying any odd behavior? Stuff like that. You put things together in your head. Or is this somebody, like I would ask myself too, is this a guy who is, somebody who I know definitely has some evil in him? Because we've had friends that we know. They could be great to us. They could be pure evil if they want to or if they have to. I would pull all that stuff together and I would say, okay, what is the likelihood that he's guilty of this? If I even put that much thought into it before I just kicked him to the curb. And you know how easy it is for me to do that. So I know you believe me. You ain't even got to do anything wrong. And I'll just, well, I can't say anything, but it doesn't have to be anything major. As long as it's major to me. I don't know, man. I wouldn't even, plus, you know what? Not only would I not be his friend any longer, but I would not defend him, because if it turns out that he's guilty, you were defending a fucking pedophile, I mean, and the crazy part about this is MRE isn't just some guy in a circle of friends, like in private life. This is taking place on YouTube, on the internet, where everything lives forever. If it's on here, it's here forever. It'll never be gone. And some of these people have jobs. Some of them are fairly young. They have kids. And they have no problem going on record saying, yeah, I don't believe he's a neo-Nazi. And no, we don't believe the Chomo accusations. You never want to be on that side of the argument. You know what I mean? At the very least, you say, okay, listen, I'm very disturbed by these accusations. And although, this is a friend of mine, I'm going to, part ways until I find out more. But these people are just like, Chomo? Nah. Neo-Nazi, what are you talking about? He's nice to Josie. He's nice to Marla. Yeah, neo-Nazis are always nice to black people and people they hate when they're face-to-face with them or in direct communication with them. It's behind the scenes when they're plotting on killing you or whatever the fuck else they're doing. They're all cowards, remember? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get to this. I'll get back to what I was saying. Joe A67, $10. Hey, Chris, glad I can catch the live. Hope your family and you are well. Chat, safe and fun weekend. Same to you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the $10. Let me just get through some comments. Good, Miss Campione. Good. Leon, what's up? How you doing, buddy? He said, say my name and I 3 times and I appear. Nice. No freaking ZD now. 199. Good show yesterday. OG. I caught the replay. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Leon, $10. Send help. Oh, Leon, I'm sorry. You're such a good dog. You don't deserve what's happening to you. You don't. Thank you for the $10, though. I hope you stole it right out of that scumbag's fucking wallet. OC, what up? What up? Yerp. Sometimes I don't know which is worse, the person that does those disgusting things or the people that defend them. I don't either. But I feel like the people who defend scumbags also enable them. Because say MRE, gets accused of this thing and everybody says, nah, bro, we're done with you. That this is it, man. Just in case this shit is true. Or if they know it's true, especially. Now we're done, bro. We're walking away, because then there's repercussions. Even if there's not legal repercussions, it's like, look, I lost everybody. I better not do shit like this ever again. But if everybody's just standing there supporting you, saying, we don't believe you did it, what's to stop you from doing it more? Listen, I'm not going to get into politics, but this is my take on the Trump thing, for example. Well, I'm not going to get into it. But it's something similar. It's something similar. Sometimes people are only capable or as capable as their the supporters and defenders make them, What I don't understand is how all these people look into MRE for 2 years, miss all the stuff Chicago found. Well, some of it Kasparoza put out there. Wasn't Kasparoza the one that originally put out? Yeah, Kasparoza originally put out the thing about him being a diddler. And now Chicago's been doing a deep dive and he's found even more, but that's not stuff, Styles. I'm telling you right now, that is not shit that just pops up on a regular background check. Listen, man, when I did what I did with MRE and I exposed the guy, I did not dedicate myself to finding more and more and more out about the dude. I just, I knew enough. A neo-Nazi scumbag. So I was just pretty much done. You know what I mean? Like I just move on from things. You know me. But Kasparoza and Chicago Muscle, they've been laser focused. And I wouldn't doubt if they find more shit. I wouldn't doubt if they find more. I'd almost guarantee it. This is stuff that isn't, easily accessible. Like I said, though, you got to know where to look and how to look. And sometimes it costs money and everything else. So I think these are the 2 guys who really decided to do a real deep dive. Chicago and Casperosa, you know, because the information's out there, it could be found. I just don't think anybody else. Well, I know nobody else decided to put in the work to find more stuff. Listen, once I find out you're a full blown neo-Nazi, I'm good. You know, I'm done with you. I don't need to know any fucking more. But of course, I'm glad we found this out, because if there's one thing worse than being a neo-Nazi, it's being a chomo. Big question to ask them: what would they, if say they knew MRE, a family or friend, or family member, after hearing about this, trust their young kids around him? That's a good question. That's a good question. Knowing them, probably. They'd let him babysit. Antonino, member for 24 months. What's the gift for a 2-year anniversary? Oh, my God. I think it's gold and diamonds. No, I have no idea, but thank you. This looks like a perfect gift. Antonino, $50. Let's go, Hensley. Okay, I heard about this. Let me find the comment. Michael Hensley, I'll match one donation, $50 to 75 starting now. Oh, Michael, you're the man, bro. Look at that. See, I love this fuck. I love you guys. Antonino fucking did it too. Wow, that just, oh man, that already gave me more than I expected to make today. I got to check my Zelle. That's what Michael said. He texted me. Michael Hensley, $50. Matching Antonino for accepting my challenge. That's awesome, man. Thank you guys. That's fucking great. Just put a big fucking smile on my face. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and other people are donating too. You're giving me hope, guys. Thank you. And Michael, that was awesome of you to even offer that again. That's great. Let me see. It's a super touchy situation for me on many counts, but I've spent my life trying to defend and protect kids. It infuriates me. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I do. Antonino, my man, I appreciate you, brother. I do. A lot. John DeLong, good day, FBS and friends. Hope everyone is doing good. We are. Hopefully you are too, my friend. Wyatt Earp, member for 2 months. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Me too. And thank you for being a member, Wyatt Earp. Jane Creek, member for 5 months. Happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you, Jane Creek. Same to you. I just sold FBS $50 to match Antonino. Yeah, you're the man, bro. See, man. It gives me a great comfort, I guess you could say, to know that I have friends like you guys. You know, it does. I just texted FBS to check mine and Antonino's messages and his Zelle. Yeah. I think I got everything now, right? I covered everything. Does MRE have to set puppies on fire to get Slob Tube's attention? It wouldn't even matter. You know, the Angel crew would be like, yeah, but those were horrible puppies. They probably had rabies. You know, I told you it's a lot like the politics situation. I don't want to get into it because, you know, but that's what it reminds me of. It's like, but I'm showing you the fucking proof. Like Chicago Muscle showed you the proof. Casperosa showed you the proof. What the fuck more do you need? But they won't listen. They don't care. And you know what it is? I'm going to tell you the truth. Let me see here. Oh, my God. Oh, holy shit. Dave sent $50 for matched. Oh, man. Guys, I love you. Thank you. Dave, you're awesome, bro. That was his second donation. He sent 10 earlier for matched Michael. Thank you very, very much. Oh, you guys are great. Let me see something. What did I get here? This is all about MRE. Hold on. All of the child diddling shit. Oh, okay. Gotcha, bro. Sounds about right. Let's see. Why won't he unseal those documents? Why won't Or why don't you defenders of his demand that of him like you tried to ask of FBS, even though he never had any sealed? No, I had a sealed case, but I just went and got it because I knew there was nothing wrong. It's like I didn't even know it was sealed. Casperosa was digging for Angel and found out it was sealed. I didn't even know. I heard Angel said it. I was like, what? I got a sealed case? I didn't even know that. So I went and got it. Yeah, he won't because he can't. Why wouldn't you otherwise? Why wouldn't you? And not only that, but listen, the Chomo accusations. If somehow at one point in my life I was accused of this, okay, even with it being complete and total bullshit, if I was on a platform like this and people found out and there's thousands of people watching every day, even if there's 3 people watching every day, I am fucking doing everything in my power to prove to you that it was bullshit. I'm not guilty of that stuff. Everything. He don't do anything. And you know why? You know why? Because he has them. He doesn't care about what we think. He doesn't care that we know the truth. It's like Trump and his supporters. He only needs his supporters. He doesn't care what people like me believe. Okay, and that's MRE. He doesn't give a fuck. He knows that we're smart enough to see through him and that we know the truth when we see accusations like this. But all he needs is them to continue defending him. If they just once held his feet to the fire and said, okay, listen, before I continue to defend you and fucking ruin my reputation, you better prove to us, you got to convince me somehow that this did not happen, that you are not a child, But they won't. So he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything. See, when I was accused of having a sealed case, first of all, anytime you lie about me, I'm going to prove you wrong like that. Okay. And it's going to be easy because you're lying. You know what I mean? So I can prove whatever you're saying is a lie, especially in a case like that where there's actual fucking court documentation. So that's just me. That's what I do. But also, I never had many friends throughout the last 3.5 years, 1, maybe 2, who actually defended me. I'm not talking about people in the chat. I'm talking about content creators who actually defended me when anything was said about me. You know what I mean? I fought all my wars for 3.5 years, all by my goddamn lonesome. Even best friends of mine never stepped in or said a word to defend me. So the way I look at it is I'm guilty to everybody. There's nobody even backing me up or defending me or supporting me and saying, no, he didn't do that. There isn't fucking 10 shows a day saying, no, that's bullshit. We got his back. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? And so that the only people who thought of me as whatever I was accused of are the people that I hate and people that hate me. You know what I'm saying? It was never that case. It's like MRE has always had that side. That entire side is MRE's side. That entire side, you got to realize that, from that twat NB to fucking Angel, Marla, Angela, Josie, all the stupid troll channels like Maddie and Zio and those fucking asshole Cino and all those dickheads. They're all MRE's cockholsters. You know what I mean? They all, no matter what the fuck comes out about him, they will be there to defend him. And if he told them all to jump off a fucking bridge tomorrow, they do that too. They're a bunch of followers. So they make it easy for him to just sit back and say, I don't have to prove anything, because there's more people who believe me than there are who disbelieve me. I don't even take that chance. Even if I did, even if I had that, if I did have that, if I had a bunch of channels who were coming out in my defense anytime something terrible was said about me, it don't matter. If I can prove it, I'm going to prove it. If I can prove that you're lying about me or that this accusation is bullshit, I'm going to do that. The point I was trying to make is just that it's different when half of the fucking community is in support of you. You might not be in such a rush to go prove the other half wrong. So that's what MRE has always had. MRE is a leader. He's a true leader. Now, I don't mean like in any area of life, he would be a leader. No, I believe outside of YouTube, he's been a follower his entire life. I would bet my bottom fucking dollar on it. But on YouTube, he's a leader because he was the first guy that was real big on that anti-rat shit on MobTube. And those people worship him. Plus, you got to remember, this isn't a guy who even started with zero here like I did. He brought a supporter base with him. He brought people from other channels over here. You know what I mean? Remember? So he already had people he's known for years that came over here to support him on MobTube. You know what I mean? So, but he's a leader because, again, the people who are part of that anti-rat crowd, for the most part, are not bright. Okay? Is that fair to say? I mean, let's be honest. These are not a bunch of, Rhodes Scholars. They're not. They're not fucking, they're not smart people. So they follow other stupid people. That's all. MRE's a fucking dope. It doesn't matter, though. He's got a loud voice when it comes to that anti-rat shit. And even though they found out he's anti-rat, they don't care because they picked him as their leader. It's very simple. Same thing with Trump. They picked him as their leader. There's nothing he could do wrong that'll change their minds. It's the same thing with MRE. It doesn't matter. Do you think for a second that any of those people don't know for a fact that he's a neo-Nazi? They're stupid. They're not that stupid. They know it. Everyone on that side. Oh, I forgot Josie, and I'm sure there's a couple of other channels. Okay? Grumpy Italian, all those fucking people. They know he's a neo-Nazi. You can't look at a guy with a Hitler tattoo who's got a case like he had where his whole fucking house was decorated and all this crazy symbolism and swastikas and SS bolts and the dioramas hanging Jews and all this crazy shit. You can't look at a guy like that unless you're at least semi-R-worded, okay, and say, I'm not sure. There is a lot of evidence pointing towards him definitely being a neo-Nazi, but I just haven't seen enough yet. No, they know he's a neo-Nazi. They just don't care. And you got to remember something. Some black people hate other black people. They hate themselves for being black. They hate, this is, you know what I mean? We've seen shit like this. I remember Jerry Springer, that motherfucker's show. He had a Black Klansman on his fucking show one time, and it wasn't Clayton Bigsby. You know, shit like that. There's some people who just hate their own race. And I'm not saying those people do, but I am saying that they're willing to defend a person who despises them and would rather see them dead than alive based only on the color of their skin. Those people who know that that must be how he thinks, they still defend him. So is it that they don't care what he thinks of them, or is it that he feels the same, or they feel the same way he does? They hate the same people he hates. You know? I don't know, man. But I'll tell you what. If Chicago does a show tonight and shows proof that MRE did this to 15 other children, they're not going to budge. They're not going to budge. They're all in. They don't care. They don't care. That's how I feel, Michael. Hell yeah. At least I could say I donated to the Democrats. You see that? That's what a good man Michael is. The shit I say about Trump and Trump supporters. And he still does shit like this for me. That's true friendship. That's a friendship where politics is not going to interfere. I told you right now, I would fucking, I don't give a fuck who, Michael. He could vote for Trump all goddamn day. That's my goddamn friend. I don't give a fuck. That's my friend. I think he's a little confused. I don't know. No, I'm just fucking around. Daniel Lorette, I unblocked you when I saw you in Chicago's chat. I could not find you on my block list. So when I saw you in Chicago's chat, I went to your channel and I unblocked you from there. So good to see you. And thank you for the $2. People are donating, guys. How about some more people donate? Why not? Why end the fun here? It's good shit happening. What do you mean, Michael? Anybody trolling Aaron Carter is definitely a fucking kook. Well, listen. Can I say, like I always joke that MRE is gay? Can I say for sure that he is? No, I think personally that he's a pervert who will do anything with anybody from what we're finding out. But if he's not gay, he's very good at looking and sounding gay. You know what I mean? He's fucking. Oh, SlobTube counts your donation. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, without a doubt. I know. They do that with a lot of people over here. Only because you're giving them to me, Michael. You give them to anybody else, they don't care. Anyway, MRE is completely and totally effeminate. He's a fucking. He's listening to him talk, the lisp, and remember when he used to come on and he'd be singing songs and humming, you know. I mean, he is an expert at looking and sounding gay if he's not actually gay. So my point is, Joey Frakes, Aaron Carter, that's something that bitches would do. No offense, ladies, females. They would be trolling fucking Aaron Carter. You know, and then he is like a broad. You know what I mean? So I'm not really surprised he was doing that. But yeah, of course it makes him crazy to some extent. I mean, what are you doing? And he was doing this at what age? Like in his early 40s, right? I mean, look at that first video we ever saw that Bobby Luisi put out. That motherfucker was sitting there. I guess he was doing a live stream about like late 90s pop music or something. I mean, this is weird shit for a grown fucking man. I don't know, how much you'd consider him an actual man. Oh, that's nice, Julia. Such a good dog. But thank you, War. Aaron Carter, potty starter. It's bizarre. Jane Creek, I live in Fort Lauderdale. We have the second largest gay community in the country. I know what gay people sound like. MRE is gay. You can take that to the bank, Jack. Well, the only reason I say I don't know for sure. I like I said, I think he'll fuck around with anybody, regardless of age or gender or anything else, because he did try to get with Victoria Gotti. There's no denying that. You know what I mean? He tried his hardest, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, but the child he was, that was a girl. So I don't know. Maybe maybe just what's the word for people who will fuck anything? There's a word for that now. Is that polyamorous or something? What's the word? They'll fuck anything, like objects, any type of person. What is that called? I am sure that he wanted Victoria as a beard, LOL. Maybe. Common sense. The only reason he tried getting with Victoria is because he heard she was having a baby. I don't get it. What's the joke? What's the joke? I don't get it. MRE is a creep, and that covers all his crackish ways. Yeah. What's that word, guys? Does anybody know? It's in the whole LGBTQA, LGBTQAI plus or whatever it is now. He's a kid diddler. LOL. Oh, because she's having a baby and he's a kid. So he had his eyes on the baby. That is fucking disgusting. Fucking common sense. Sick bastard. Victoria was a smokescreen. You think, Frank? Well, but there was no man living in that house. I mean, it's not like Angel's son, Frankie, was there. That would be like, oh, he really had his eyes on him, but I don't know. Sorry, too soon. Common, you're a sick fuck. Disgusting, bro. I don't know, man. I can't believe it. You like, I know people probably wonder, or maybe you don't because I talk about it all the time, why I've gotten to the point where most of the time when I'm on here, you could see that I'd rather be doing anything else. My head's not in it. I don't care anymore. I don't watch the stuff. I don't care to fight with anybody. I don't care to get along with anybody. I don't care about any of it. You know, I try to entertain you guys the best I can, and hopefully get, paid for the entertainment I provide. But you know, my heart isn't in this shit. It hasn't been for a long fucking time. What was my point about this? I don't remember. I had a point I was going to make. Maybe just, oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Pansexual. I have sex with pans. No, I'm just fucking around. That's what it is, though. A lot of the reason I've lost interest in this is, first of all, it's so fucking played out and boring now. It's like, again, it's like there's nobody new entering the scene. Who we got? Nick? That was fun for like a week fighting with him, but you know, who is there? It's gotten boring to me anyway. I know a lot of people still love it because people watch shows that do all this stuff, including mine sometimes. But the main part of it, the part that really when I sit back and reflect on all this shit, the last 3.5 years, which I do quite often, believe it or not, one of the things that makes me so fucking sick is that if you would have told me, like I've said before, if you would have told me 10 years ago that if I cleaned up and got sober and stopped using coke and went to rehab, whatever, I would have a show where I interviewed movie stars and I made tons of fucking money just doing YouTube live streams from my house and stuff, I wouldn't have believed you. I'll tell you what I would have done, just in case you were right. I would have got clean sooner. Okay. But as much as I never thought something like that would happen, it never even occurred to me. Like, if you would have told me, well, you'll get all this, but you're going to wind up in a community where people will openly defend child molesters, I probably would have said, I'm good. Factories aren't that bad. Maybe I'll sell some crack on the side. I don't need that horse shit. I never imagined that any of this would have happened. You know, the whole YouTube thing for me. But it never even crossed my mind that at any point in my life that I might find a group of people that defend chomos and neo-Nazis. Even the racist people I knew, they at least denied being racist. You know what I mean? They weren't too open about it. Unless you really had an in-depth conversation with them, you might not ever even know it. You know what I mean? But if there was somebody around who was so openly racist or who was a clear neo-Nazi, it's like, okay, or who was clearly a neo-Nazi, it's like, all right, you know, nobody wants to bother with him. When it comes to chomos, it's even more serious. I've never been around any type of people, any type of person who would find out that somebody was accused of pedophilia numerous times and say, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm all in. I got his back. You'll die for some shit like that. Like, what the fuck? I never imagined that I would. That's another reason what I was getting at when I was saying why I'm bored with this and I lost my, desire to do it, and my heart isn't in it anymore, is because I am disgusted at what this community has turned out to be. I never fucking imagined that something like this could go on, that there could be a YouTube community where the majority of people, because let's be honest, there's a fuck ton more people on SlobTube than there is on MobTube, okay, will openly defend somebody like this. I am disgusted. I am ashamed of this whole fucking community, or I'm ashamed of myself for even taking part in it. That's why sometimes you see me and I look like I'd rather jump off a fucking bridge than do another live stream, at least on MobTube, because I can't believe it. I mean, it's like, I thought people like this were locked up, in a loony bin somewhere or something. I can't believe that this is just people who are supposed to be regular, average, everyday citizens, like. And Angel, I just got to say this, I don't talk about Angel, but it's like, I do think about, if her dad was alive and he knew that she was hanging around a neo-Nazi / accused chomo. I don't like using the word. It's not good for me on YouTube. But pedo, what his reaction would be. I mean, I don't know. And there's no excuses you can make for these people because there's no excuse for defending something like that. And here's the funniest part. What you got to remember is that MRE was unknown to them. In other words, when we outed him and exposed him to be a neo-Nazi, none of his so-called friends on here, including Angel, had any idea who he was, where he lived, what he looked like, or anything else. And so my point is, how could you really have a friendship like that? You don't even know who the fuck you're talking to. Like if I was Angel, my first thought would be, what if this guy's a rat and I'm on here, with him and he's leading the anti-rat movement, something. Like they didn't know him. It's not like they had all spent time together or they have this huge history even on the internet. They know a lot about each other. They had no fucking idea who he was. And they instantly started defending him about him being a neo-Nazi, saying that he isn't one and fighting with people about it. And they haven't stopped since. So, now it's like, oh, for all I know, they might all talk on the phone 4 times a day. I don't know. They built more of a friendship, but even then it's not okay. But I'm just saying it would make more sense, like to think that this ghost on the internet, you fucking might have thrown your reputation away forever for. There's not a single person who defends MRE who anybody who defends MRE could have their defense of him come back to bite them in the ass later on in life. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the world we live in now. It's like, wait a minute. You sat in a panel with this proven neo-Nazi and you defended him, and then you found out he was accused of this other stuff and you defended him. I mean, I would imagine that could ruin anybody's life, anybody's in this day and age. But it doesn't even slow them down. I don't know, guys. I'm just so fucking glad that I got you guys and that we've always been who we are over here, who we are. Fight against the truly fucking bad people. We're all good people, and we know a scumbag when we see one. And we've never been on the side of something like that. Never. And never will be. I'm telling you right now, let's just say I was an anti-rat person and I became friends with MRE in the beginning and we had our little crew over there, Angel and MRE and all those other people. If I was part of that somehow, as soon as I fucking found the neo-Nazi shit out, you can all go fuck yourselves. Every single one of you, all of you. That's it. I'm out. That's it. This one, wait. The thing is, when anyone starts questioning MRE about it, he'll deflect by lying and saying, you all threatened to go to his sister's funeral and do a meet and greet, LMAO. That's not true. Who the fuck ever threatened that? That's not true. He's full of shit. If he says that, he's full of shit. That's not true. But did I say something? Did I make maybe a fucked up comment? I don't remember. I might have when his sister died. I might have. I honestly don't remember. The only reason I say I might have is because of how I felt around that time when he was doing shows about my aunt and calling her a whore and every fucking thing else. My dead aunt. So maybe an eye for an eye, but talk of going to the funeral? Fuck out of here. That's the type of shit they would do, or they would talk about doing. Hey guys, leave our gay Nazi alone. No, I will not. Was that the comment, Miss Campione? And they can't even say they don't know anymore or didn't know anymore. No, absolutely not. But here's the thing, like you gotta, Do I care? Oh, that's you're a sick bastard. Common sense. Sorry, I'm. Yeah, he is, Michael. Do I care whether or not they remain friends with him? It won't affect me one way or the other, no matter what their decision is. Even if they all turned on him today, it would make a difference in my fucking life. But because defending a neo-Nazi and a chomo makes you damn near equally as evil, then it's good to see more and more information come out. That way it's less deniable for those people, and it could do more damage to them, you know. I think the whole meet and greet thing came out of Lefty's camp. Oh yeah, well, Lefty. So I do like it for that reason, but it's not like I have this delusion that, oh my God, this next thing that comes out, Chicago's next show, that's definitely going to do it. They're all going to turn on him. They're not turning on him. And I'll tell you why. And it's the same thing I say about Trump and with politics. They are so invested in MRE. You got to think. First of all, remember who we're talking about. We're talking about a group of women who will never, ever, under any circumstances, admit they were wrong. Ever. There's shit on tape. We'll play a video clip and they will sit there and say, I didn't do that, while there's a video clip of them doing it, playing. They don't admit they're wrong. They don't apologize. None of that. Okay? So once you defended him as a neo-Nazi, there's no turning back, really. I mean, me personally, I would have been at least satisfied if you would have turned on him after the kid diddler stuff. But you didn't. You've defended him for so fucking long. In order to turn back now, in order to just go your separate ways, you have to be willing to say, I was wrong all along. I should have never defended him. He's exactly what you guys said he was. They can't do that. Not just that, but it is somewhat of a cult over there. So you got to remember how it works. If you deviate from the narrative, or if you go against certain people in that crew, it's like you're exiled. You're fucking excommunicated. You're seriously. Look what happens anytime anybody says some bad shit about MRE. Look what winds up happening. What I'm talking about, when any of them do it. Look at what happens if, like, I've literally seen, I don't know if you guys remember, but I think MRE and Angel had some disagreement or something, and they all took MRE's side. It might have been about the Victoria thing. I don't remember. They all dipped on Angel. All those troll motherfuckers, all of them. Then there was another time, Chicago Muscle, when he was here a long time ago, he had his channel, and I think Chicago started beefing with Angel, and a lot of those troll army people, they dipped on her then too, and they took Chicago's side. So their loyalty is not to her. Their loyalty is to MRE. The one thing you can't do over there, if you're a part of that crew, is go against MRE. That's it. So even if they want to, even if they know they're wrong and they're willing to say, oh my God, I was wrong, I'm sorry, they, in their minds, they can't do it. Then they have nobody, because we ain't going to accept them. And a lot of these people's whole entire lives are on fucking YouTube. So it's like their identity. You know what I mean? Let me see. MRE is so racist. He even puts the chocolate cakes in the back of the oven. Those ones have to go in the back. I've rappelled off of a bridge. Does that count? I guess. The thing is, when anyone starts questioning, oh, I read that one. What the fuck? Damn. I really went back up, didn't I? He's a miserable old man that sits talking shit on YT for 11 hours because no one else will listen to him. Who are we talking about? You talking about stand-up guy? How do we get to him? Maybe something was said in the comments. I don't know. In the chat. The fact that he said he thinks it's funny to call funny people call him a rat and a chomo, and said he hopes we do 200 shows on him. It just helps his algorithm and brings people to his channel. What the actual fuck, bro? That's common. You already know. That's reverse psychology. That's his way. He thinks we're as stupid as they are. So he thinks if he says that, then we'll stop talking about him. You know what I mean? Oh, he wants us to talk about him? We're helping his channel? Well, fuck that. We ain't talking about it no more. You think he really wants that? No. His channel, what do you mean help the algorithm? These are not channels where we're going to get people from the outside. You know what I mean? Oh, stand-up guy was talking shit about Jesse and Miss Can't Be Wrong? Well, stand-up guy is a raggedy old bitch. Old man scumbag, fucking repressed homosexual fruitcake whose wife fucking hates him. Cocksucking sorry, I got stuck between weirdo and weasel, both of them. Fucking dick licking, cocksucking punk motherfucker. Talk shit about the wonderful Miss Can't Be Wrong and Jesse Roth. I guess somebody who's as lonely as you likes to attack women, huh? Somebody who sits around all fucking day while his wife is out fucking somebody else, sits on the fucking internet, hoping that some of his troll friends join him in his stupid fucking chat and jump on his panel and do his show for him. Die, Shuggy, cocksucker. Yeah. I think it's total reverse psychology with him, you know. Maverick, you wait a minute. You came the closest. A show cannot. I can't do a whole show without playing this, and you came the closest to saying it. If Tom Sheehy was here, he would have already said, "Yerp."
Fuck hey, is you doing? What you doing, dickhead? Dickhead? Yeah. Yeah. Yo.
That's for you, Maverick. All right, let me get over here. Susan Parisi, MRE walks around a festival. I asked, why ain't you wearing a tank top showing off such a great tattoo? I was blocked. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Anyway, he usually walks around with a fucking mask on. He has his dog with him. He's scared in his own fucking neighborhood. He is. He's scared in his own fucking neighborhood. But yeah, he ain't showing all that shit off. No. And again, you know, at that festival, they might all walk up and compliment him on it. It's a great fucking Hitler tattoo, dude. I sympathize with him as well. Peck Brooklyn, what's up, bro? Yerp. Yo. They make fun of her behind the scenes. Who? Angel? Let's see. We talking about Angel here? Fucking Beck Brooklyn. Ignoring attention seekers is cruel. It is. It's the worst thing you could do to them. The fact that he even says that he thinks people will want to watch his show and tune into the guy who's been exposed as a chomo and Nazi rat is an incredible level of stupidity. Well, not no new people, Common, but those people over there, like I said, it didn't budge a single person. I have yet to see a motherfucker, even from his chat, say, all right, guys, listen, you were right. You were right. I'm done over there. You know what I mean? I'm done. I have yet to see it. Now, I don't want you here, but I'd love to see you say it. Nobody. Has anybody seen anyone turn on him? They're all too invested. Look, when we exposed that he was a neo-Nazi, somebody in that chat the night we did it said, what the fuck did he say? It wasn't Lavecchia. He said this changes nothing. Oh, he's too important to the cause. We don't care. Or was that? No. That might have been when we found out he was a rat. It was either the night we exposed him or the night we found out he was a rat. And they said, it's too important to the cause. We don't care. The cause. Yeah, you guys are getting a lot accomplished over there. Yeah. I realize people might not like me. I'm not for everybody, but I bet more people despise him than myself. Yeah, you are absolutely likable and lovable, and everybody adores you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. How dare you insult yourself? A lot of people despise him. I mean, the average everyday person would despise him. You know, usually you see a stranger on the street, you don't just break out into full-blown hatred, you know what I mean, and start despising a motherfucker. But if you see him with a Hitler tattoo on his arm, you might. Or if somebody were to come up to you and say, you see that guy right there? He's a neo-Nazi. He was accused of diddling a kid 4 fucking times. He's got Hitler on his arm. He's done videos where he's got machine gun fire playing, and he says, that's what we got for the small hats, shit like that. They'll despise him right off the fucking bat. It won't take long. And all of us despise him. And we're the important people. Never forget it. I agree with what you're saying, FBS, but ignoring MRE is the best way to get rid of him. I don't know. I disagree because he ain't going nowhere. Where's he going to go? You know? I do agree with you to an extent as far as just everybody talking about him all the time is so fucking played out. No doubt. But to continue bringing attention to him every time something like this is found out, I think that's a good idea. You got to remember, though, Susan Parisi, they never tried to ignore me, but this is what they did to me for years, MRE and his whole side over there. And they still do it, I'm sure. I just don't watch. I don't know. You know, but they talk about me 24 hours a fucking day. Who is? Oh, really? Oh, motherfucker. Are we 100% sure? It took a black and white man for people to relax their hate and vote him president. Robert Jesse wasn't getting in either. So Sharpton. Hey, Shuggy, you don't feed me or finance me, so I don't care what you say about me. Well, why would you? Why would either of you care? You know what I mean? That's what he doesn't get. His words are, ineffective because, Shug, we know who you are. You're an embarrassment to yourself. You know, like, we know who you are. We know what you are. You're a disgusting individual who fucking defends diddlers and neo-Nazis, and your whole life story is just sad and depressing. You know what I mean? You're a miserable motherfucker. You're a miserable motherfucker to the point where you even when you brag about your career, you're just taking credit for shit your fucking nephew did, who just happens to have the same name as you. You pretend that you're him. You're a fucking loser extraordinaire. You're going to talk about these two ladies? Why don't you tell us some more about the women around you, Shug? Why not? Why don't you start talking about some of them? One in particular. Why not? There's a big ass spider right there. Should I kill it? Yeah, give me a second. Now you have to die, spider. Dead. Martha. All right. I went to school with skinheads that killed their parents. They had no friends, no ally. One kid had Heil Hitler tattooed on forehead. Douchebag was 16. What age was he when he killed his parents? They killed their parents. How's that a story none of us know about, or do we? It's sad to say I knew or went to school with 3 serial killers in my city. Talk about being around strange bedfellows. Listen, I knew a lot of killers, but I don't think any serial killers. But then again, what do I know? Yeah, don't worry. The house is surrounded with fucking spiders, Susan Priest. If I kill one, it ain't gonna be a big deal. They're every fucking where. We got some crazy insects around here. We're right by the river, so. What else, guys? I don't want to end the show. What else you want to talk about? And why not donate? How about that? Everybody jump in on the donation party. I mean, I got some great donations, but in reality, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, did I? 6. Yeah, 6 people in total who donated. 7. Oh, Jesse Roth, $5 for he's an effing weirdo. Thank you for the $5. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I don't know, guys. Listen, man, I'll just say this. This isn't like some anomaly in this community. This is the way it's always been, especially with this particular individual. You know, the scumbags have a lot of support because the majority of people on here are scumbags. I mean, look at some of the people in the chats of those fucking horrible shows over there. Look at some of the shit they say about people's wives, daughters, sons, mothers, fathers. I mean, these are despicable people that we would never fucking want over here. That's why none of them were ever over here. You know, but if you're a scumbag, you're going to have the support of those scumbags. Name a scumbag, and the MRE people have been a supporter of his at one point or another. Look at Nick Romano came around. You know, they grabbed onto that motherfucker so quick. Of course, as soon as we weren't cool anymore, you know, of course, but stand-up douche, stand-up motherfucker is one of the most evil people I've ever come across in my life. One of the most evil people I've ever come across. Sick fucking bastard. And look who his supporters are. Look who his fans are. They're all MRE people. And if you're an MRE person, you're a lowlife. There's no way around it. You know, there's no way around it. You just are. And they're always there just saying the worst things imaginable and supporting not just Suge, but MRE and all those other fucking monsters that go on that show, like Uncle Mitch and all those other scumbags, you know? It's like it's the loser's circle. This is the winner's circle. That's the loser's circle. If you're a fucking loser, you'll end up in Suge's chat, MRE's chat, any of those chats over there, let's be honest. You're a fucking loser. That's where you'll end up. Birds of a feather flock together, you know? These people relate, just like Tony Pizza's supporters relate to him, because a lot of them probably ain't shit, never had anything, never had anyone. It's the same fucking thing. You know, MRE's people relate to him. They're probably racist too. They're probably fucking, I don't know if they're full-blown neo-Nazis. I'm sure they're racist though. A lot of them are probably rats pretending not to be rats. You know, and they're all fucking losers. You could just see by the fact that they've been in every fucking chat on SlobTube every fucking day for 3.5 fucking years. They got nothing going on, and they relate to MRE when it comes to that, because MRE is a guy who, if he works, he probably still works in that bakery at 40 fucking 5 years old. You know, where he probably makes, I'm gonna say, $12 to $13 an hour under the table. He has nothing. He lives in complete and total poverty, and he lives in squalor in a disgusting, filthy piece of shit trap house looking crib. I don't know what to say. We've seen pictures of his house, you know. We've seen pictures of his house, and like I told you a long time ago, he's always lived with his mom. He's never lived on his own, you know. And he's ugly, he's fat, he's an outcast. He's a lot of those people are just like him. They can relate to him. You know, that's why you can't be a follower of somebody you don't relate to at all, right? You can't be. So the ones, oh, okay. What about the fact that Nazi rat Chomo got all his empty methadone bottles all over his house during the raid and said he has a weakness for heroin, and then says he got methadone from taking 2 pills? That happened? I don't remember any of that. Common sense. That's not in the police reports, right? I have all that. That he had methadone bottles all over his crib? Fucking mob tube and methadone. I swear to God. Let me see. Common, you really hate MRE. I think that's fair to say. Yeah, we got that paperwork too. Wow. Unbelievable, man. See, that's why I could just dip out. I'll just let you know who the person is, and you guys go to work, you know? That's why I never had to dig that deep with MRE. I knew somebody else would. Shit. MRE equals low life. Yes, Susan Parisi. Yeah, so that's it, guys. What else is left to say? You know, this is who he is, and those people will support him no matter what. There's nothing that'll stop it. Does that mean people should stop, like Chicago and Casperosa should stop putting this information out there? No. It's good for people to know. But if your goal is to change their fucking minds, listen, they're okay with it. That's scary. Isn't that scary? This whole group of people, they know he diddled the kid. They know it. They know he's a neo-Nazi. And not only are they okay with it, they love the guy and they support him. They know it. Don't let them fool you into thinking they just don't believe it. Yeah, how can you not believe it? A guy gets accused of that 4 fucking times. It's all bullshit. To the point where the judge saw enough evidence that he extended the fucking restraining order till the little girl was 18 fucking years old. It started when she was, what, 3? The Hitler tattoos, all the fucking crazy shit in his house, and they don't know he's a neo-Nazi either. Come on, they know. They just don't care. So you're not dealing with a bunch of people who are oblivious to the truth or just too stupid to figure things out. You're dealing with people who are fully aware that this one person is all these things, and they don't mind that he's those things. Whereas us, if we found out somebody in this chat was a pedophile, he would be banished. With them, they don't care. I guess they're okay with that crime. They have to be. They have to be. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Irish Green, FBS, good to see you, my friend. Late to the party, been out enjoying the day. That's what's important, Irish Green. Thanks for dropping in, though. He's a liar and a coward who can't even admit who and what the fuck he is and pretends to stand for his shit. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did I read that? Let me read that again. He's a liar and a coward who can't even admit who and what the fuck he is and pretends to stand for shit. Get the fuck out of here. He a bitch. Oh, I feel it. Yeah. I read it wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, he don't stand for nothing. Just like day we exposed his bitch ass, he went running over to Durkee, copping please, asking for forgiveness, scared to death equals coward pussy. Yeah. Guy don't leave his house without a mask and guard dog. Fuck out of here. That's exactly what he did. That's literally the night we exposed his ass. He went over to that Durkee guy's fucking channel because he did some horrible thing to that guy and his family. Oh my God. He did, what did I say? Horrible thing? He did some horrible things to that guy and his family. Horrible. And since he knew Durkee was going to find out who he really is now, he went over there and, like Common said, started copping pleas, fucking begging for forgiveness. Because he knew at the very least he was probably going to go to jail for the shit he did to that family. You know? But here's the best part about it. Not only do those people defend him and protect him in a way. I keep losing my train of fucking thought. I don't know. I keep losing my train of thought. I was on a roll there, but I forgot. What was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, well. Let me see. Hitler tattoo is enough. Anyone who thinks that's okay is a chudrel. Yeah, I was told you're fish. Are you fish, Susan? Fish are using women's names now? NB was turned loose after being exposed. Yes. NB was attacking everyone in on MREs being doxxed. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say, by the way. Not only do they defend him and protect him and enable him in a lot of ways, but they always make him out to be the victim. It's everybody else who's bad. Like Chicago Muscle and Casperosa, they're just the worst people ever for exposing this clown, this horrible human being. They're just the worst. But MRE, you know, he's just a victim. He's just a guy. He's a guy who just wanted to come on here and go after rats, and they're picking on him. They totally failed to acknowledge all the horrible things this fucking piece of shit has done to people. And that's just the stuff we know about. That's just the stuff on MobTube. Now they're failing to acknowledge the shit he's done to children in his real fucking private life. I mean, holy shit. Unbelievable. I only talk about two people, so it ain't hard to figure out, Irish. I'm no skinny chick, but MRE is my height, and he has over 150 pounds on me, and he calls me Mama June. Well, that's the thing about MRE is I don't know if he has no self-awareness or just, again, he fails to acknowledge certain things about himself. You know, but for him to call anybody fat, you know, is hilarious. I think it's because he's so used to being anonymous and he's so used to people not being able to confirm shit about him that he thinks he can still get away with lying about himself. You know what I mean? He's delusional. I believe he's truly fucking delusional. Stupid ass. Fuck me. This thing in my watch. Fuck. Anyway. What else we got? He is the real Uncle Bad Touch. Turns out he is. He is. He definitely is. All right, guys. I don't know what just happened to me. I think I'm going to shut it down. An hour and 25 minutes. I think we've said enough for today. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody who donated. You guys are the best. Michael Hensley, you are the shit, my man. And Antonino, you are great. Dave. All of you guys, even I don't care how much you donated. No freaking ZD now. Joe A67, Leon. Leon's a good dog. Oof. Daniel Lorette, Jesse Roth. I don't care what you donated. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And that's it. I'm going to get going, guys. I don't see myself doing another show tonight. Yeah, nah. Jesse's going on, I'm sure, and then Chicago and stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? I love you all. And until next time, salute.